Hello my viewers, if you're interested in buying a helmet like this, or maybe a life-size one, you can go over there and shop at greenguy.com. They have NCAA teams, they have NFL teams, they have all your favorite teams. They even have the teams that you don't like the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens. I don't know why anybody buy that, but they have that too if you want to buy it. So go over there and use my promo code PITSEN and go and shop some of your favorite football helmets now. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today is the just a little video, the aftermath after the game. Of course, as you guys know, the Steelers fell short by 2 points to the Cincinnati Bengals in a crazy shootout game. I was not expecting a shootout game between the two teams, of course, but both teams went out there and played very well offensively. And both team defenses was bad, but the Bengals defense did make enough plays and got 2 turnovers as well in that game. And the Steelers defense, couldn't get a stop at the end and lost the game. Now, I don't think this is the end of the world, of course. Some of the fans, you gotta stop doing that. A lot of the fans are fickle. One day they're very happy, they love the team. The next day they hate the team, think the team is horrible. Because like just last week, we won 3 straight. It was like, oh yeah, eventually you're not gonna win every game. And like I mentioned before, division games are very shaky. Look what happened to the Eagles last week on Thursday Night Football. Of course, the Giants looked dead in the water. Like that, it just came off a loss to the Saints, and what happened? The Eagles, like I mentioned before the game, I said my prediction was the Steelers win 27-14. But I said if the Steelers make mistakes in the game early and come back to hunt them, I said then they probably, you never know what could happen. Especially with the way the offense of the Bengals did look last week against the Packers, and then whether the Bengals offense is, of course, the weapons they have. And what happened? You made some mistakes, and you got yourself out of it. Same thing happened to the Eagles last week against the Giants. They made some mistakes. They lost. The week before that, 49ers had their backup quarterback, Mac Jones. Mac Jones was playing pretty solidly too, playing pretty good. But Kendrick Bourne, 136 receiving yards, and the Rams ended up losing. A game they should have won. It was going on the tear. That's when the Rams was doing their thing, of course, as well. And they lost that game too. So a lot of the underdog teams have won the past 3 weeks like that. All teams that was underdogs and not favored like that have won those games too. So it's been division matchups as well. Division games are always shaky. It can go either way. I had the Steelers going 4-2 in the division. I said we'll probably split one with the Bengals and the Ravens. I didn't think we'll split it this early, but we did split one already with the. We lost one already with the Bengals, but we'll play them again in a few weeks and get some revenge on them. And then we beat. I think we'll sweep the Browns, of course. And then against the Ravens, I think we'll win one and lose one probably. I hope we can win. I hope we can win all of them, of course, but I'm just speaking from a realistic perspective. The division is not easy. Just because their record is bad right now doesn't mean, like I mentioned last time, I said right now the Bengals, I said they find a way to win a few games. They can probably keep themselves competitive. And I said the Ravens, they just need Lamar Jackson back healthy and then find a way to go on a little win streak. But I don't think the season's over. So I see some fans saying that the Steelers, it's over and this year we're gonna have to bounce back next season. I'm like, you guys do know it's week 7. Yes, of course, the defense didn't play good yesterday. They looked bad and stuff, and they didn't make the right adjustments, of course, to make enough plays. But it's still a lot of football left. And this is kind of basically. I had the Steelers at 4-2. Remember we did our little predictions our first 6 weeks. I had the Steelers going. I said the Steelers probably can be around that 4-2 range, probably through the first few games. I said 5-1, best case scenario. I had us going like through the first 6 games because I thought I had us winning this game right here. I said maybe 5-1, best case. But I said 4-2, kind of like last year a little bit. We started 4-2 and then we won 4 straight. Get some tough opponents, beat the Commanders, beat the Ravens, won 4 straight games, and then you lost to the Browns, of course, on Thursday Night Football. Another Thursday night loss to the division opponent that you should have beat like that. So it happens, in football sometimes, So I think our team will definitely bounce back. And I actually like to be playing tougher teams now too. We're playing teams that are more up to par. And the games would not be favored in. I feel like the games the Steelers actually win. It's always crazy. I don't understand that. Like look throughout our years. I look Coach Tomlin. Coach Tomlin, he's a good coach, of course. Now he's a little old school. I think the game is passing him by a little bit with some of these old school schemes. And he was kind of reverting back to getting the blitzes out. We've seen the 3-game win streak. We were getting pressure in. We had 5 sacks. We had 6 sacks, 7 sacks. The 7 sacks against the Vikings, 6 sacks against the Browns. We had 5 sacks and 5 turnovers against the Patriots, 2 turnovers against the Vikings as well. We was getting pressure in, but this game, we did not get any pressure in. And why? It's Harmon and Herbig not out there most of the time. We got Harmon only playing they said the defense out there for like 75 snaps or something like that. And you got Harmon only playing like 28, 29, 30 of the snaps. And then you have Herbig only playing about 30 something of the snaps as well. I'm like, why is that? We've seen Herbig be one of the top players on our line, the edge rusher who's going out there, who's had a high motor, who made a lot of big time plays. And we also seen Harmon. Harmon got put into the lineup. He was able to get pressure up front, and the run defense was way better. So I don't know why it kind of reverted back to week 1 and week 2 type of defense. I don't know what they was doing right there. I know it's a short week, and you know, you got done playing the AFC North opponent, the Browns, and you might be a little sore and stuff, but there's no excuse to not put your best of the best players out there. We need to see Harmon and Herbig out there a lot. I know Alex Highsmith is here too as well. You can rotate him in, but you need to see Herbig out there a good amount of time like that. He needs to be playing a good amount of snaps because he's very explosive. And we know Harmon, what he can do up front as well. I was wondering, I was watching the live stream on my channel, the Arsenal DB channel. You guys can go over there and subscribe too as well. We're almost at 1,100. But I was watching it over there. I was like, where's Harmon at? I said, why is Harmon out there in the middle? We're not seeing a lot of Harmon. They just show Herbig a little bit here and there, but I feel like they didn't utilize them a lot as they should have. But overall, you know, the defense just got to find a way to get better. You know, like I mentioned before, I love Coach Tomlin, but you got to start doing that old scheme. You know, Coach Tomlin is probably the coach I've seen. Now, I'm a little biased a little bit because he's the coach I've seen throughout my whole life of being a Steelers fan. I've seen Cowher just a little bit at the end. It was like the very end. But Coach Tomlin, I've seen him most of my whole career as a Steeler fan. I've seen him just like Coach Spoelstra at the Miami Heat. I've seen Pat Riley at the very end like that, but seeing of course Coach Spo most of the time like that, so I have a biasness to him as well on the Miami Heat as well. So like it's like a, you know, I love their styles, I love what they do of course, but sometimes you gotta evolve the game a little bit. Coach Spoelstra did it with the Heat a little bit. We still kind of old school at times, but did evolve a little bit more. But Coach Tomlin was doing it a little bit offensively, because our offense can go out there and put some points up. We've seen Jalen Warren able to run the ball well, and Ryder still playing at a good level of course as well. You see Pat Freiermuth, you see Jonas Smith both having touchdowns. DK Metcalf out there as well. We able to move the ball, of course, Darnell Washington, and make big time plays. But it's hard to do that. We scored 31 points. And the Steelers scored 31 points, but this defense of weapons we have, we like, okay, you scored 31, you should definitely win the game. So if somebody told you before the game started, the Steelers going to score 31 points, but oh, 31 points. We're definitely going to win the game. You scored 31 points, and we're going to rush for 140 yards. With this defense, oh yeah, we're definitely going to win. But they lose like that. That should not happen like that. So the Steelers kind of reverted back to week 1, week 2 of things and messed themselves up. Now they still have a good lead, of course, in the division, but you could have an even better lead, of course, yesterday by winning the game that you should have won. But it's a lot of tough games coming up. You know, we got, of course, who we got next? The Packers, Sunday Night Football, and Rodgers versus his former team. That should be interesting as well. Definitely a winnable game. Then you got, of course, the Colts as well. Now the Colts one to scare me the most because for some reason we cannot beat the Colts the past 2 times. We lost to the Colts last year when they had Joe Flacco and Anthony Richardson. I'm mixing it back and forth. Have you ever played Daniel Jones? Have the Steelers ever played Daniel? I think we might have played Daniel Jones one time before. I think so, right? I think so. We played. Did we play Daniel Jones last year with the Giants? Was he the quarterback for the Giants last year, or was it Tommy DeVito? I think it was Daniel Jones. It was somebody. I don't know. I think we played him once. I think we played him once before, or something. I could be mistaken. I don't know. But the Colts, for some reason, the past 2 times we have got jacked up by the Colts. So hopefully this time is different. But the What's the Name game is definitely winnable. The Packers game, Chargers game is winnable too. You can get pressure in on them. We've seen teams get pressure in and make plays, of course, on them like that. You can definitely score against them as well. And then the Bengals again, you get the opportunity to get some get back, of course, at home. So you definitely can win a good amount of these games. I say 3-1 over these course of these games. Now hopefully it's 4-0. Kind of like last year, we won 4 straight. We had a tough stretch after we had back-to-back losses, and then we won 4 straight games. You know, went out there, won 4 straight, and got things going, and got back to being what we're supposed to be. But I think you definitely can win. You definitely can win some of these games right there. Some of these games out there, you can definitely win like that. You can definitely beat the Packers if you play right, you know, and you definitely can beat the Chargers as well. And you definitely can possibly beat the Colts, maybe too, and the Bengals too, get some get back. But knowing football and knowing, you know, our team and knowing people know football in general, the best case scenario I think would be 3-1. You go 3-1 over this course, but you're sitting at 7-3. That'd be good. Now, worst case scenario, you're 6-4. You win 2, you lose 2. Hopefully, you win the division game and you win an AFC game and you lose 1 NFC game, and then you win lose the other AFC like the games so we kind of balance out. But the worst case scenario, if you go 2-2 over the next 4 and you be sitting at 6-4, it's still not too bad. But hopefully we can be sitting at 7-3. But I'm actually loving that the Steelers playing tougher teams, which is crazy. Like Coach Tomlin's career, when you see them play teams that are not the games they're not favored in, those are the ones they win. The games that they are favored in, the record is a little different. You're like, what? How you losing these games right here that you're not that you are favored in? The games that you're playing against teams who have like 6 to 7 more losses than you, or 5 more losses than you, or something. But the games you play with top 2 level teams, you be like, how you win that game? It's like last year we beat the Commanders. I'm like, how we beat the Commanders? I also not we won that game against Commanders and against the Ravens the first time and other stuff. I said, well, you're like, how you win those games? But hey, that's just football. Like that. That's just football right there. We put the Chargers too last year. I was like, how we win that game? Like that. We had Justin Fields that time too as a quarterback, and we won that game. I was like, how we win that game? Like that was very crazy. But that's football for you. I thought the Steelers play, at least they do, at least one thing, they do play up to the competition most of the time. So I think in these games right here, it would be interesting to see how things kind of shape out for them. I think they'll definitely go out there and have a chance to at least finish 7-3 over this course, or 6-4, worst case scenario like that. But at least be around that range. Or hey, I mean 7-3-1. I'll take the tie. 7-3-1. That'd be funny, but hopefully not. Hopefully we go out there and see what happens, of course. But I love the one thing I do like though, the offense. The offense, Aaron Rodgers had things going. I think he was able to still deliver the ball at a good level, of course. And the offense have shown us this season that they can definitely stay up there. They're averaging what, 26 points a game, right? 26 points a game. I think offense averaging 26 points per game. I'm going out there and showing you, hey, we can put up some points if we have to. But defense, you have to go out there. TJ Watt, Harmon. Well, Harmon, if you put him out there in the field, it'd be good. But TJ Watt, Hayward, Highsmith, Harmon, Herbert, we need our guys to go out there and feast. And we need the blitzes to come in too as well. We've seen when we got blitzes in, things did happen like that. But the Steelers didn't blitz as much this game, kind of like they did in week 1, week 2. Not blitzing, just kind of sitting back in that man coverage. Now, man, it's crazy. I love man-to-man coverage when we play against certain teams, but when you play against a team like Jamar Chase, with Jamar Chase on there, or who's the Triple Crown winner from last season, you think you're double team that. I don't care about egos. Like, nah, I don't do double teams. I can guard him up. Okay, we're not doing that. We're gonna double team him. We're gonna have one guy on him that's manned up on him. Then we're gonna let him pass him, and they have a guy over the top, a safety over the top like that, and mix it up. Sometimes we might have him one-on-one in short yard situation, but we're not gonna have him like that the whole game where you just eat us alive. Especially when you're playing man-to-man with no safety help, and you're giving him 10 yards of cushion. This man he's not a slow receiver. He's not a 34-year-old receiver. He's a 26, 27-year-old receiver, and he got a lot of speed on him too as well. And he and like you give him all that space, he's gonna eat you alive like that. He can get down the field pretty fast. So yeah, the Steelers gotta stop doing that. But next game you have the Packers. They have some receivers over there, some speedsters as well like that over there. Like that, no superstars like Jamar Chase, of course, but they have some guys, some solid guys over there. And then you have, of course, the Colts. They have some solid guys, some good guys as well. Chargers, they have some good guys as well. Lat McConkey is a good receiver. And then the Bengals, you get an opportunity to play a superstar, Jamar Chase again. So we got to see the defense make some adjustments. I think next game they'll definitely bounce back, but it's just this game right here, they just look wacky a little bit. But it's not the end of the world. Some Steelers fans are calling for the end of the world, saying the season is over already. I'm like, come on, guys. They got to stop doing that. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys probably not tomorrow. I'm gonna go watch Black Phone movie. Black Phone 2 probably a little later today. It should be good. The first one was good. Should be good. I mostly see all the horror movies that come out. I gotta see them. But I'll probably see you guys most likely not Saturday. Well, my channel, the Arsenal TV channel, you probably see me on Saturday. I'm gonna do an in-season draft video like I always do every other week. So we'll look out for that. If you want to go over there and subscribe there and watch that, I might share it on here as well. But you probably see me on Sunday probably, because I think the Ravens got a bye week, but I think the Browns play the Dolphins on Sunday, and I do the division race that day. So don't look out for that. Peace out.